or I'm playing my unrated right now on a new account, so I can play like some like secret solo queue games on that one, and I don't think I will ever like reveal the name of that one, or I'll try not to on stream and stuff. And I think that's gonna be like my go-to solo queue account for when my friends are tired and can't play. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it either though. Do I still play Digimon World? No. But I really want to. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Anthony, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Quiz. Thanks for being my Starling. Thank you. I know. It's because my Smurf isn't really even a Smurf anymore. I think my Smurf is almost Diamond 1. I think it's Plat 3 or Diamond 1. It might be Diamond 1. I don't remember. So my Smurf isn't even a Smurf anymore. So I'm making another account, and I think I'm gonna like solo on that one and just like test the waters. I probably won't stream the games I play on that one either. Maybe I'll just record the games, because I tend to like record games and like send them to Lucky, my editor. I think that's good enough too. No, I didn't see the co-op event on Genshin. I actually haven't played Genshin the last 2 days. These days I like watching Genshin more than playing it. I don't know why. But I really am into playing Slay the Spire. I don't know. It uses a part of my brain that I haven't used in a while, and it makes me happy. Do I voice chat in solo queue? I've played a couple of solo queue games on Valorant before, and actually they were all really good. Like, I never had a bad experience on Valorant so far. But I'm like afraid of that one time it's gonna happen, and then I'm just gonna be traumatized and I won't be able to like open the game anymore. Because that's what happened with me in CSGO. Was I was really into CSGO when I first started. I really liked the nature of the game, and then I ended up in a 4-man, and our random just kept like hard flaming me, and it was quite the miserable experience. And then I never wanted to play CSGO ever again, and so I actually never really picked up the game until like unless like people ask me to like 5-man, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm kinda down, but if the enemy team flames me and you guys let them flame me, I'm out. I do have a Discord. My Discord experienced like a disconnect once because of like, I don't know, some like weird issues with Twitch, but it should be fixed now. So if you couldn't connect then, I highly suggest you try connecting now, because it might work now. Can you guys hear me over the music, by the way? Because I can barely hear myself over the music, actually. Okay, I lowered the music, but let me know if that's too low. We can hear you. Okay. My mic is kind of low. Is it better if I'm closer, or should I just turn the gain up? Okay, this is what it sounds like if I'm closer, but I feel like you can hear every breath I take. But I can also take the gain up, make the gain up, and then I'm just like louder, but I think you just also hear a lot of things, a lot more things too. So I don't know, up to you, whatever you guys prefer. You like closer? Oh really? Closer's better? So lower game but closer mic. Darling, thank you so much for subscribing 24 months in a row. Welcome back, and thank you. Maybe I should. Ray, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, if you guys like the mic closer, max gain mic. Dude. Okay. Okay. Well, the mic is like really in my face now. I don't know if I could game like this though. Oh, maybe. Oh, like this. This is better. Abigail is cool. Thank you so much for continuing the gift of sub you got from Tanga. Thank you. Ray, thank you so much for subscribing 36 months in a row. Happy 3 years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. I don't even know what those channel points are for. FlyQuest 133 against who? I actually didn't want to stay up to watch FlyQuest. Oops. Wow. You know, FlyQuest did really well. Wow. Impressive. What time is it here? 4:45 p.m. What am I hoping to win Worlds? Probably Tamwon, but I never really like. I haven't really like hoped for a team in a while. I feel like these days I just like watch. I'm like generally just like watching to see who wins more than hoping to see. Did I do my pick'ems? No. Do I have a favorite team? Tamwon and DRX have a special place in my heart. DRX is just like... Hyun and I have a thing for their bot lane. Like, their bot lane is so cute. Like, Keria and Deft, just like, they're so like... Keria is such a like loyal support to Deft. It is so cute. Like, it's so cute how hard he pocket supports Deft. So like, Hyun and I are always talking about that. But I think Tamwon is just so clean. I really like, I don't know, Tamwon is just next level, so I like Tamwon too. What mic is this? This is the Newman mic. I don't know what it's called officially, but it's a Newman mic. It's pretty good. It's the mic that Rachel had and then that everybody changed into. Cause we were all looking for like new mics and then everybody liked Rachel's mic a lot. And so we all got this one. By we all, I mean me, Danny, and Janet all changed to this mic. I think this mic is around like $600, 500, 600. It's pretty expensive. Newman mics are super expensive. That thing's has over. Yeah, it traumatized me from CS:GO. I was really into League, and then in I think 2014, I was giving CS:GO a shot. It was either 2014 or 2015. I was giving CS:GO a shot, and I really liked it. I was like, whoa, this is really cool. Like, wow, like tactical shooter. That's so cool. And then freaking, I had like one bad game with like one random dude. Then I quit CS:GO and never tried it again. And I only played when people asked to like 5-man for fun. And at that point I was just I feel like at that point I wasn't even like playing for CS:GO. I was just playing because my friends asked. Am I gonna grind TFT this season? I don't think so, but I have fun with it. It's hard to be into grinding like several games at once. If anything, I wanted to grind a Valorant and try to get like immortal wins if I could, and then get back into League and try to finish League in a higher rank than I am now, but I don't know. My cheeks are kind of sore, but I don't think they're as swollen as they were yesterday. To be honest, I kind of miss it. Felt like I looked younger, even though I looked like a hamster. I cannot hit Radiant. at least in the way that I am right now, there's no way I can hit Radiant. I think the way that it's just with Radiant, and not even just Radiant, but like Immortal 3, the people there are very like long-term FPS players. Like they've been playing FPS forever. I've played less than 1,000 hours of FPS. I've probably played less than 500 hours of FPS. I've like hardly played FPS. I like dabbled in Overwatch beta. I played like maybe one season of Apex, not even the full season. Yeah. But like people in what is it? People in Radiant and Immortal 3, that area, are like all super long-term FPS players. Sharp, thank you so much for subscribing to Twitch. Welcome to the Star Prison. Thanks for being my Starling. Thank you. And I don't know. I think for me to reach their level, I'd have to like live and breathe the game every day. And even then, I don't know. I feel very outclassed when I see people on that level. And it's just like I see the skill gap, and the skill gap is clearly something that can't be like taught. I feel like I progress really fast in games because I figure how games work really fast, and I know how to win games. Like I understand, I develop a good game sense really, really fast with whatever game I'm playing. However, I think that carries me only like so far. Like with League, I've played League since season 2, which isn't even as much as some other people who've played since like season 1 or beta. But I've played League since season 2, which is why I'm like not bad, and I can understand the gameplay at like challenger level and stuff. Like at least I understand it. Sure, my micro doesn't follow up, but at least with League, it isn't about being like outgunned. But like with Valorant or just like shooters, I just feel outclassed completely. Like just outgunned and outclassed. And at that point, I'm just like, I don't know what it would take for me to be at that level. Like I really like an insane amount of practice, I guess. But other than that, I don't really know what it would take. Just it's like more than practice, right? Like I'd have to like live and breathe the game to really get it to be that level. I do like RTS games. I actually really, really like RTS games, but I've never played RTS in like a competitive environment. I don't think I could ever. I'm not into 1v1s. I don't know if you guys have realized that, but that's why I never really like PvP card games like Hearthstone and stuff. I'm not into 1v1s at all. Like at all. I'm not into that concept. And so the reason why like I never got into like RTS in like a competitive setting is because I never really wanted to like 1v1 someone. Like I never want to 1v1 someone like chess. It like doesn't feel good. It's weird. I lose my competitive drive when you put me in a 1v1 setting. When I'm put in a 1v1 setting, I no longer have the drive to win. I don't want to win that bad. I don't want to win so bad that I want to prove that I'm better than the person I'm facing. I like being better than a team, as a team. I like the fact that our cooperative level is better than their cooperation. Like, I like that stuff. I'm not really into the 1v1 beating. Because, like, even if I beat someone 1v1 on anything, I never feel good about it. Ever. Like, ever. And I think, like, the only time I would ever really feel good about beating someone in a 1v1 setting is if they were, like, an asshole. If they were, like, an asshole to somebody I know, then, yeah, I want to beat them in a 1v1 setting. But if it isn't a setting like that, I don't really feel the inclination to want to beat someone. Like my competitive drive just like dies. Like that's why I like cannot for the life of me like try. Oh my god, it's even worse if I know the person. I for the life of me cannot try hard against people I know and I care about in a 1v1 setting. That's why like I don't like in-houses. When you put me in like an in-house setting, my will to even try just like dies. Unless they're better than me, or unless I like look at them like an equal in terms of like skill level or whatever, then like I don't mind as much. But like I don't really like in-houses either, because I for the life of me, the moment I recognize the person, I can't, I don't have this like drive to beat anyone. I don't, I really don't. Unless I know you're way better than me and I want to beat you because I want to be as good as you, then my will to like beat that person appears. But otherwise it's just like non-existent. That's why I'm not into 1v1s. Like I'm really not. Like I just don't like them. Just don't like 1v1s. Like if you made me play chess against someone that's like a friend of mine who's my skill level, I would never try hard. If you're putting me against a chess like prodigy or like somebody who's really good at chess, okay, then I want to beat them. I only want to beat the person if they're way better than me because I want to be as good as them. But if they're equal to me, I lose competitive drive, which is really bad. But like I just don't have that innate like competitive drive. And I like beating people as a team a lot more than by myself. Though that doesn't take away from the fact that I really like carrying. Like I enjoy carrying. I enjoy being the carry, but I enjoy being the carry in the sense that I helped my teammates. Not in the sense that like, oh, I'm better than this person. So yeah. I was gonna title my stream, I like strawberry and banana. But I say like weird things and sometimes they end up being like weird, I don't know. I say stupid things and they turn out to be like sexual innuendos or something. And so I just like didn't want to say that because I don't want somebody to be like, oh my god, do you know what that even means? But it's happened like so often that like I just can't risk it. I can't risk it. Yeah, what's the thing I said last time? Like cybering or something? Something about cybering, and then I learned what cybering was. And then something about like casting couch I learned later too. Like I tweeted something about like, oh my god, you guys are like the casting couch, and then I learned later what a casting couch meant. And so like I oh yeah, it was like cyber me up or something. I said something like that, and I was like, I didn't even know what that meant. Like I don't want to say anything stupid, and then it turned out to be something completely not intended. And so I just don't say. I'm just careful about what I say now. Or not careful about what I say. I mean, I literally just said it, but like I'm careful about what I type and I don't know, whatever. Yeah. I didn't know what it was. Oh, it was like a TFT game where I said something about cyber. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about it. Yeah, I mean I didn't know anything, and then people were like, you said something. I was like, oh well, I didn't know I said something. But yeah. I never understand innuendos. Penguin. Well, I'm not gonna answer for you guys. I'm a support main in League. I like supporting. Like, I like supporting. I genuinely like the feeling of enabling people who are really good to do even better. Like, that's the reason why I like support, because I also like having a good support. I think having a good support feels so good for the person who's like, oh my god, now I can do even more. And that's like the type of feeling that like I really like to give. And so I like supporting. I like being a good carry at times too. Whenever I play carry, I'm always like, my support sucks. I'm just like, I'll just play support. I'll just do the supporting stuff. Cause my supports leave me. Like, dude, there was this one time I was playing Overwatch with Lynn, and she just like hard pocketed me in Overwatch. She literally went to nobody but me, and it was awesome. Dude, pocket supports in Overwatch is the best feeling in the world. Oh my god, Hune's what's that character's name? Anna, Hune's Anna and Lynn, and they were just, dude, being pocket supported in Overwatch is like one of the best feelings in the world. Like, actually. I actually think with Overwatch you can like feel the difference when you're being pocket supported. Yeah, pocket healers. Like, I like being the carry, but I've never met someone in my life who wanted to like support me that hard. Where like I could enjoy being the carry because they just wanted to be like my pocket healer. Oops, I just like turned off my Spotify. But yeah, I've hardly run into that situation, and so like, I don't know. I've never really learned to enjoy being the carry. Oh, Lenny. Cute. But yeah, no, dude, pocket healers are so OP. I love it. I love the feeling. Yeah, I am wearing makeup. Not a lot, but I am wearing makeup. And it was just like really funny watching the engineers try to give a speech because they clearly were not used to it. It was really cute. Oh, Mika. My college makes everyone take a public speaking class. Yeah. I mean, public speaking is a good class to take. Half Weep, thank you so much for subscribing 10 months in a row. Welcome back and thank you. You feel like everything you're doing in college is useless for you? Honestly, that's how I felt about studying micro and macro econ. Dude, I started school as a communications major, but I became friends with a lot of econ majors. And you know, peers are your biggest influencers. I thought because all my friends were econ majors, I wanted to be an econ major. And so I tried econ classes and I hated them and I didn't understand this anything. The only thing I came out of econ was like sunk cost fallacy. Like, cool. I'm glad I learned what sunk cost fallacy means. But other than that, like, I didn't really like find the classes that enjoyable or applicable or actually it's very applicable, but like I just like my brain doesn't work in that way. I like took an accounting class because I have a minor in business. Surprisingly, I have a minor in business, but I took a freaking accounting class because of it, and I don't know why when you read the concepts and when you like take the class, accounting seems so simple, but I just like for the life of me could not understand it. I always did things backwards and I didn't know why. Anyway, accounting was just like not meant for me. I'm really good at statistics though. I took a stats class also for my business minor, and I really enjoy statistics, but I mean, I didn't really take it further. I like statistics. I like statistics. Statistics was a fun class. I say that, but it was also the first class in my life I fell asleep and I drooled. I fell asleep so hard that I drooled. That's the first class. That's the first class and the one time I've ever fallen asleep in class in my entire life. From kindergarten to finishing college. That was the one day, the one time, the one class I fell asleep in. I've never knocked out in class before. No, I didn't get caught. I mean, even if you get caught in like college, I don't think like the professor really like calls you out. You slept there most of your junior and senior years of high school. I the one thing in high school I thought was a myth, but actually was true, was cheating and falling asleep. I didn't know people actually cheated on tests in high school, and I didn't know people actually fell asleep in class in high school. Cause I was such a goody two shoes. I didn't know those were a thing. I learned later in like college that like cheating was really common, and people falling asleep was also really common. I had no idea. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know cheating was a thing. I was also friends with people who didn't cheat, so like clearly, you know, like I how could I have known that cheating was a thing? But yeah, apparently a lot of people cheated on stuff in high school. I had no idea. I was a goody two shoes in high school though. All I did was study, really. Or like play games. I didn't do anything else. Wow, you like took out your phone, dude. No, never. I've never. I have never. Oh, it's because the swelling went down. I don't know though. It's so weird. I'm so used to seeing my face swollen now. Now that I'm looking at my face not swollen, it doesn't look like my face anymore, which is weird because it's just like this is what my face looks like. But now I'm so used to my face being swollen that I'm like, it's so weird. I kind of miss the swelling now, which is really weird. Because I was like, oh my god, I can't stream because I look like a chipmunk. And then now I don't look like a chipmunk anymore. I'm like, oh my god, where's my, where are my chipmunk cheeks? Did the swelling hurt? No, not really. It's like a bit of soreness. Cheating on tests reminds me of the Chunin exam in Naruto. My hair grows so slow. What soups have I been eating? Janet got me this like squash soup and creamy chicken soup, and so I had that. And then I tried having beef broth and chicken broth alone. They both kind of sucked, but they were like these like cheap grocery brand, like very very cheap branded ones, and so maybe that's why it sucked. And then I had mushroom soup yesterday. That was really good. That was probably the best soup I've had. And then today I ate ramen. Because I told myself I'm gonna lose my mind if I try to eat soup again. Do I touch my roots up often? I haven't touched my roots up once yet, actually. So I guess not. But I probably will this time, and I'll ask Arya to do it again. I don't know. A part of me wants to go back to dark hair, but it's like I might as well stay with light hair for a bit if I have light hair. I prefer thicker soup, I think. Ramen versus pho. If it's Arya's pho, I prefer pho. But if it's not Arya's pho, I prefer ramen. What am I drinking? Water. I usually drink water out of a hydro flask, but I'm not allowed to drink out of a straw. Dude, Arya's pho is so... It doesn't... Arya's pho made me realize homemade pho tastes really different than restaurant pho. Homemade pho is so good. Like it's nothing like the ones they serve you at restaurants. Like homemade pho is unreal. Like fuck. I'm sorry for cussing, but like holy fuck. Like Arya showed me like the light of like Vietnamese food, and I am so in love with like Vietnamese food. Like homemade Vietnamese food is, I think, like the best food in the world. Like it's so good. Like it's so good. If you guys haven't had homemade Vietnamese food before, you're missing out. Like actually. Spence, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Start Prison. Thanks for being my darling. Thank you. No, Arya taught me that like I've never had real Vietnamese food until I've had her cooking. And now that I've had her cooking, I've had like real Vietnamese food, and oh my god, Vietnamese food is so good. Homemade. Excuse me. Hi, pho eater. If you haven't had homemade Vietnamese food, you haven't had Vietnamese food yet. I swear to you. Like, I don't know. Arya's food is so good. Arya's Vietnamese food is so good. I don't even know what half the things she makes me are called, but they're really good. It's so flavorful. Ugh, so yummy. What am I doing? I'm like massaging my hand. Arya is wife material. She's ready to be wifed up. Good luck, good luck. Good luck getting plat. I said good like instead of good luck. Good luck getting plat. I'm sure you can do it. Aw, thanks Swamp Village. Thanks. Is it because of the tweet I made today? Actually, I was a huge my friends who I played League with back in like 2012, 2013-ish, they wanted me to start streaming then. Like back in 2012, they wanted me to start streaming. Like 2013, because I picked up League pretty fast, and they were like very impressed, and so they wanted me to stream League because they thought I could do like well in the streaming, but I like refused because I hated my voice and I didn't want to like put my voice out there, and so I refused to stream until I think 2014, where my friends like finally convinced me to start streaming. I was like, fine, I'll try it. Like, I hated my voice. And so I was like, I don't want to stream because I hate my voice. Yeah. Then I had my first League of Legends stream. It was fun. What did they want me to stream? League? Unless I misread that. Thanks, Spike. Oh, on Twitch. On Twitch. They wanted me to stream on Twitch in 2013. It was still Twitch then. Yeah, I've played in-house League of Legends with Lily before, but I don't really like in-houses too much, so I tend to avoid them. I just don't like playing against friends. Like, my drive to win or try goes from 100% to like 0.2% if I'm against friends. Like, I can't even be competitive for fun. How are my wisdom teeth? Still sore, but it's okay. I still love this song. What K-drama am I featured? I'm actually featured in... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nothing. Is it because of their playstyle and I know how to counter them? No. I just don't feel the urge to win. How Twitch rivals go, I don't think we won a single game. Right? That was fun. But it was like pretty hard. I mean, our team had like 3 diamonds. Well, Danny just came back from like a month-long break of everything. We had like 2 diamonds, me and Sean, against like 5 challenger stack teams. I mean, we kind of knew where that was gonna go, right? Actually, who won that Twitch Rivals? I don't even know. Yaoi, thank you so much for subscribing 11 months in a row. Welcome back and thank you. Oh, Tyler won. Dude, Tyler won has won so many. The Twitch Rivals I won was also with Tyler 1. right? Oh yeah, it was. It was. Wow. That was so long ago. It was the second Twitch Rivals. It was the second Twitch Rivals. It was like the first round robin one. And no. No, I won with Tyler one. I'm pretty sure. It was me, Tyler one, Voyboy, Toast. Who was our top? Was it Wrist? Was Wrist our top laner? Yeah, that was the first Twitch Rivals I ever won. I remember it was so cute. I won that Twitch Rivals and I got DMs from like Tyler one's community, and they were like, oh my god, thank you so much for like supporting our king. You're actually like so good at the game. Like, thank you for like enabling him for the win. Like, I got like so many DMs of that, and I was so surprised, and it was so cute. I was like, I played like freaking Nami, and like I got like DMs from like Tyler one's chat just like thanking me for supporting him. It was just like really, really cute. I don't know. I still remember that. That was like one of like my highlights. It was funny. I did see the Liliad. I think the Liliad is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. What do you get for winning Twitch Rivals? You get money and serotonin, I guess. Dopamine. I don't know. I don't know if you really get clout. I stopped streaming after I won Twitch Rivals. Which I shouldn't have done. But like I like stopped streaming for like a couple weeks or a month after I won Twitch Rivals. Cause I just got, I don't know. I don't remember. I definitely did not write that. Yeah, I got the dub and then I dipped. And then I got into Apex, so. Because I think that's when Apex came out too. Right after that Twitch Rivals. Maybe I should have like rode that Twitch Rivals win high and just like plowed through League, but I did not. Arya's super, super, super alpha when it comes to service people. It's like the one time where she's like, big buddy. That's really funny. I know, I study communication. I mean, I can talk to people. It's just service people. I don't know what I'm allowed to ask for and what I'm not allowed to ask for, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, I don't like overstepping. Well, you ask them, the worst thing they can say is no. No, you don't understand. Arya will say stuff until they say yes. It's not about them saying no. It's not my fear of them saying no. It's like I'm not very good at persuading people. Dead Guy, thank you so much for subscribing 16 months in a row. Welcome back. Thank you. My problem with service stuff is that I stop at the no. But like when it comes to like some service things, you can get them to say yes. And like they can, they just don't because they don't feel like it. That's all. I'm really bad at persuading people. What just happened? Did I hear like I just heard like a blood-curdling scream. Was that Iman or Rachel? I actually don't know. Freezing temps EMF level 5. Dude. I want to rewatch our Phasmophobia games. They're so funny. I think right after we played Phasmophobia that day, me, John, and Janet, and Danny could not stop watching our own clips over and over and over and over again. We like could not stop watching. It was just too funny. Ah. It hurts. Maybe I should take a painkiller. What's the name of this song? I'm actually really pain tolerant. I'm pain tolerant when it comes to physical pain. I'm not very pain tolerant when it comes to emotional pain. I'm kidding. I'm pretty pain tolerant everywhere, mentally and physically, but it's weird. I think I'm a mentally pain tolerant person because I am so emotional to the point where I like hear and see a lot of what people like deal with in terms of emotional pain, and I'm like, I dealt with that when I was like 10, and because I'm so used to like emotional pain, I'm very okay with it now. Okay with it in the sense where I'm like, I can overcome it. But yeah, kind of weird. My emotionalness drove me to be more mentally strong. I don't know. Which is weird because you think like a more emotional person is more susceptible to it. But actually, because I'm so emotional, I'm kind of immune to it. A lot of things. love purity, right? Bill, thank you so much for subscribing to Twitch Prime. Go to the Star Prison. Thanks for being my Starling. Thank you. Yeah, you grow a lot from your experiences. Oh my god, Pantera. No. Where am I from? Seattle, Washington. I grew up in Seattle. Like, Ray, Jody, and Sydney were all Washington girls. And Tenzin too. I think Tenzin is in Washington right now. We're all Washington girls. Did I forget someone? Actually, a lot of our friend group, nobody's like from LA. Arya's from Vancouver. Janet is fighting with some kid in her chat. I love the Pacific Northwest. It's the best area. Oh, Sakuna from LA. What is the I have no idea how channel points work, John, actually. So I don't even know what that means. I have been to the East Coast. I hate New York. I've been to New York like 10 times and I hate New York every time. Like I tried really hard to like New York because I don't know, everybody likes New York, right? So I tried really hard to like New York and every time I went I hated it. I had family in New York, so I visited New York pretty frequently, but I hated it. I hated how heavy the rain was there. I've only been to New York City. I haven't been to anywhere else in New York, to be fair. Literally just New York City. I know Jamie is from New York. Jamie lived in like the ghetto of New York. I do like colder weather. You know, I liked colder weather, but then I lived in I was in Chicago because of college, and then I was like, do I like colder weather? I don't know. I don't know if I like it if I can't feel my eyeballs. Raxus, thank you so much for the tier 3 sub. 36 months in a row. Welcome back. Oh, it's Evo. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, 36 months. Tier 3 sub. I don't know Araxis. Okay, hi Evo. Thank you so much for the tier 3 sub. 36 months in a row. Welcome back and thank you. Oh my god. You've got a founder badge. I'll carry you. Aww. Dude, Evo's been supporting me for such a long time, actually. You like cold weather because of jackets? I like layering too. Layering is nice. I like cold weather because of outfits too. Very nice. You love the stream title so much. I'm glad. Hello, Choco Donut. Well, like I said, I was gonna make my title I like strawberry and banana, but I didn't want that to be an accidental sexual innuendo, so I didn't title it that. Yeah, curling up in the cold seasons is really nice. I think I like the cold because I used to go on snowboarding trips a lot. Snowboarding and ski trips when I was younger. I go on them a lot when and then it just like made me really appreciate warmth on a cold day. Like I love warmth on a cold day more so than cold weather itself. Like the feeling of a hot summer's day and cooling off isn't as nice to me as like a cold day and warming up. Red Sweats, thank you so much for subscribing 4 months in a row. Welcome back. Thank you. Maybe because I was like so used to going to like cabins and ski trips and snowboard trips and stuff like that over like going to like beaches when it was summer or like cooling off and stuff. Like the best part about summers for me when I was younger were like water parks. I really liked water parks, but I also like knew how gross water parks were and like how annoying it was to like put on sunscreen and like all of that stuff. And so like I associate summer with like so much work. Like I don't know, I just hated like I don't know. Like water parks were the best part, but like you hated waiting in line. You hated how crowded the pools were. Like I hated putting on sunscreen when I was a kid. Like so I don't really have like good memories about like summer. And like your feet would touch like the blacktop or the sidewalk and it would burn. I don't really have like good summer memories at all. And the sunburns, yeah. But then when I think of like winter, I'm like, oh yeah, we would all go like snowboarding and skiing. There'd be like a fireplace. You'd watch like Christmas movies and shows, the holiday music, like marshmallows, hot chocolate, holiday, snow, going snowboarding. Like I love snowboarding and skiing, so yeah. So I was like, I associate like winter with like very happy memories. Whereas like I associate summer with like mosquitoes. And like I'm so used to going to Korea in the summer, and it's always monsoon season in the summer in like Korea. Masturbator, thank you so much for subscribing 2 months in a row. Welcome back. Thank you. That like I associate with like insane amounts of heavy rain, humidity, mosquitoes. What? I said mass debater. Did I say it too fast? Dude, I said debater. No, I like kinda got it as I was saying it, but I'm sorry, I said it too fast, huh? I'll just say debater. You guys are so funny. You guys think you're so funny. I hate the hot weather in Korea. You had to double check it. Okay, my bad. Do I like Korean songs? I like a couple. Oh, I love Busan. I do love Busan. I love Busan in summer. Okay, fine. Korea has that. I love Busan in the summer. Oh my gosh, She Spirit, hello. Chat is wholesome, but also a bunch of children. I I feel like I don't. Okay, this sounds really weird. I feel like I don't really attract a younger audience. And so I'm kind of like worried in the sense where I feel like Twitch's audience is getting obviously like younger and younger as time goes on. There's a lot of youngsters now, and I'm just like, what do I do? I don't think I'm exactly exciting for like a 13-year-old to watch. So I'm like, is my streaming career doomed? What do I do? Or do I just like continue to like grab the older ones? I don't know. You're 16? Okay. You know, I'm glad you're 16 and you're mature enough to like my streams. I don't know if that sounds right. I like to think of it that way. I like to think that if you're in my stream and you like my stream, you're mature in some sense. Because I think I'm mature. Kinda. Maybe. I don't know. Regardless, I do like think about them. I'm like, well, Twitch's audience is getting like younger and younger. And I don't think I exactly cater to 13-year-olds. I mean, maybe I do, in some sense. Dude, I'm too independent. My nose is so sniffly. For the chill factor, I like chill streams too, to be honest. Everyone's got like a different type of stream they like. Any games? I was gonna play some Valorant later, but like, you know, when I do these like just chatting streams for like a while, I get tired pretty fast. So I'm wondering if I should just like continue to do the just chatting stream, because I haven't done one of these in a while too, for like a couple more, like maybe like one more hour, and like chill out with Slay the Spire, and then like peace out. Or I don't know, maybe I will stream gameplay. I really don't know. I haven't done like I haven't like sat down and talked on stream like this in a while. So good night, Fiddy. I mean, you say this, but I'm gonna see you in like 2 hours, I feel like. I mean, I hope to not, and that you're actually asleep, but I usually like see you say something 2 hours later, and then I'm like, wait, Fiddy's still here? And then you're like, oh, I never left. I'm like, I swear you said you're gonna go to sleep. So there's that. Well, yeah, y'all can say goodnight to him, but he's gotta be here for the next like entire hour. If he's not, I mean, props. Yeah, Pantera does that too. Except Pantera, I feel like you don't like actually like give away that you're here too much, but you're always like still here. Chillblind, thank you so much for subscribing 24 months in a row. Welcome back. Thank you. My sneak is high. Aww, okay. Oh, how's Kippo going? I think Kippo's going well. Dynamite, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You sniped Show Nufus 50. Feel bad about saying bye, people saying bye back then not leaving. It's fine. People don't mind. People don't mind. what is stretch time? Why do I have a stretch time? Is that for me to stretch or is that for you to stretch? Is that for me to stretch? Am I supposed to, are we all supposed to like stretch together? I don't know. Are we all supposed to stretch together? Ow. Actually, I do need to stretch more. My neck especially. I'm like always hunched over and I have so much tension in my shoulders. You heard that I'm a former Valorant pro? Yeah, never. I wish. I do wish I played more FPS growing up. Being cool in FPS is so cool. Or being so cool. Being good at FPS is so cool. That's what I meant to say. Don't I miss CSGO? No. I had a traumatizing experience. I made one cool like op shot through the smoke and that was the highlight of my CSGO career. Your first FPS was CS 1.6. Yeah, that's what I've heard where people start with. At what age do you become a boomer? I don't know. I feel like mentally, I mean I've been saying this a lot on stream lately. I feel like mentally I've lived 500 lifetimes. 500 years of lifetimes. So, I just feel like I'm past a boomer. I'm just ancient mentally. Oh, don't you guys like feel that way sometimes? Where like in my 26 years of my life, I feel like I've emotionally experienced so many things that I've lived so many lifetimes. Like I've experienced things that people learn and experience when they're like 50, and I've experienced them like at a much younger age and stuff. And like when I like take that into account, I'm like, damn, I've learned so many things in my life already at the age of 26 that like compared to like someone who's like, I mean like look at it this way, guys. Like you look at some, not to get into like politics, but like let's say like you see some people out there who are still being incredibly what's the word, just like there's a lot of like I don't want to like delve into it too much, so I'm trying to like think of a way to like say it. But like I mean there's there's a lot of ignorant people out there, you know what I mean? And like you see their level of ignorance and they're like, what? Like some of them might be 20, some of them might be 50, some of them might be like 80, and you're like, well, I've lived to learn from that. I've learned to dispel my ignorance at your current age. And so you've technically experienced and matured through something faster than someone who's still ignorant and out there at like age 70 or 80 or whatever. And like stuff like that makes me feel like I've lived lifetimes, I guess. And I'm thankful for that, I guess. I'm thankful for it. But it's a double-edged sword. It makes you feel so like mentally old, but I guess I'll take it. Isn't there a saying, some people age but don't grow? I mean, I believe it. It's true. Some people age and but some people don't grow. Dude, there are people out there who are like older than you, but like less emotionally mature than you know? So I like to think that's wise, not old. Yeah, it's true. That is wise and not old. I always say, just I tell people, I'm like, I promise you, I'm wise beyond your years. Trust. I'm very wise, even though I don't seem like it. It's weird how the wiser you get, the older you feel. True. I do feel like I'm 500 years old. But honestly, becoming wiser is like it's weird. It's like I don't necessarily think becoming wiser is like a rewarding experience, other than the fact that know that you go to sleep with a healthier conscience than the average person, I guess. I don't know, being wise is rewarded in a really weird way. I mean, I love wise people, and I love surrounding myself with wise people, and I love learning from wise people. But it's like being wise is rewarded in such a weird way. Being wise is only rewarded through also other wise people recognizing that you are wise. It's like weird. I need a massage. That's what I need. My shoulders ache so bad. You like acting like you're wise? You know, you fake it till you make it. You'd rather be with kind people than wise people? I think most kind people are wise. I think you're confusing wise with smarts. I think you can be smart but not wise. You can be smart and not wise for sure. Because being smart means you pick up on things really fast. But just because you pick up on things really fast doesn't mean you should always like use your smarts. Like, there are situations where just because you're smarter than the other person doesn't mean you should use it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like how like there's like a lot of like some people are manipulative, and like a lot of manipulative people are really smart. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't think smart has anything to do with wise. Not being kind has its disadvantages too. A lot of like genuinely kind people are very, very self-sacrificing, and as kind as self-sacrifices can be, it can sometimes do more harm for the person than good, but more oftentimes than not too. I'm glad it feels like therapy. I like talking. I like talking about things people don't like usually like to talk about, just because it's like I feel like it's, I don't know, when else can you really like talk about things? Your restraint on the destructive behavior you're capable of defines how kind you are. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's why I say, like, when people like target people for being jealous or like insecure, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with being jealous or insecure. I think jealousy is a very normal like thing to feel. It's about how you act when you're jealous that defines who you are and how you are. Like if you feel jealousy rising, I think that's fine. There's like situations where it's very normal to feel jealous. However, if you like act upon your jealousy in like a poor way where it's like blaming others instead of blaming yourself, that's when it's like, okay, that's on you. I think it's completely right for someone to feel jealous in a situation, but if you're acting like an asshole out of your jealousy, then you're just an asshole. And it has nothing to do with like it's just like not an excuse. Like jealousy is not an excuse. You have every right to feel jealous, but it can't be your excuse to your behavior. Dude, this reminds me, I was talking to someone about intentions. I think, oh my god, okay. I think intentions are like, I think intentions should be a factor when you're like talking to someone. Like you can like make a mistake, but if your intentions were good, I do think that needs to be in consideration. However, nobody's intentions should excuse their actions. Like intentions will grant you forgivenesses, but intentions don't excuse your behavior. Does that make sense? Like you can make the wrong action or an action that hurts someone, and you should apologize for your actions. You should take responsibility for your actions and apologize because your actions hurt the person. However, if the person is caring enough to understand your intentions, they will most likely forgive you. However, you hurting them is on you and your like ignorance to how your actions work. So therefore, you should apologize about your actions. Know that that person is hurt by your actions, but they aren't questioning your intentions. If the person is questioning your intentions, then I think like you two have like a deeper thing to like talk about clearly, because like if you think their intentions were bad, then I think there's something else going on. However, in most normal situations, like you should like intentions don't excuse your behavior, but they can grant you like forgivenesses. But also it's not on anyone to be obligated to forgive you either. Example, I can say something to a friend, and let's say like I wasn't really like thinking about my word choice, and my word choice like hurt them, like it hurt their feelings. Words are also an action, you know, like me speaking words is also an action. So if my word choice hurt my friend, I would apologize profusely for my word choice, because like I don't know, I was stupid to like word it that way. Solo Punch, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Prison. Thanks for me, Starling. So like my word choice can hurt someone, and I would most likely just like apologize for even like wording it that way, and I would apologize for saying what I said. And that person would most likely, if that person knows me well, at this point, they probably already forgave me because like they know my intentions. However, if this person didn't know me well and didn't like understand that like I fully know the context of how I hurt them, they might explain to me, yeah, your word choice or your words hurt me because of this, and this. Then it's my turn to like take that and be like, I see how that hurt you, and I understand how that hurt you, and like give them acknowledgement that like that I understand how I hurt them. So I'd still be apologizing for my actions, and I would apologize then again and like tell them like, I understand, that makes complete sense, I won't do that again. And then afterwards, if that person is like a friend of mine and they care enough, they'll probably know like my intentions were not to hurt them, and they'll be like, it's okay, I know you didn't mean to hurt me, so I forgive you. And I don't know, I guess that's an example, you know, that's how it works, right? But I would never like excuse my behavior by saying, I didn't intend to hurt you. Like, who cares? Who cares if I didn't intend to hurt the person? I did, you know? Like, what matters is like what I did. What matters is what I did, not what I wanted to do. That's why I'm saying, like, intentions can grant you forgivenesses. And I think like if that person is like caring enough to be your friend, they will forgive you for your intentions. But yeah. Oh, Jason, don't frowny face. You're gonna make me cry, Jason. Stop. But yeah, it's true. My ex-girlfriend always expected the absolute worst from everyone, so she never forgive anyone because she always assumed. Yeah, I think if you're always assuming the worst of people, then the issue goes a lot deeper, obviously. It goes way deeper. And I think that person probably needs to talk about more things than they even know. But yeah. I feel like we just went through an intervention. I'm just saying. It's true though. Like, and if you feel, I do think like if you feel like your intentions are being questioned, you guys gotta talk. You guys gotta talk about why people are questioning your intentions. If your intentions truly weren't to be that way, then I think you need to talk to clear that up, right? Because like clearly there's something wrong going on if you intended this way but people are perceiving your intentions the other way. It must have been like a repeated occurrence, something you guys like didn't talk about, stuff like that. No, I haven't, but I've been recommended that's Faster Than Light, right? Or something like that. I've been recommended that game a lot. Oh, you like, oh, Bellaton, hello. I'm glad you like the talking streams. Dude, this is why I'm a communications major. I just love like talking about things. Communication is the key in relationship. If someone misunderstood you, you need to explain yourself. Yes, I agree. Talking can solve like a lot of things. Can I eat food yet? I don't know, but I ate ramen. Hopefully I'm okay. I like talks like these. It makes me see many perspectives. Yeah, perspectives is really, really, really important. I think the day you really like mature is when you really like grow to see from another person's perspective. Instead of assuming that like the world is out to get you, or instead of assuming that like everyone's assuming the worst of you, or instead of blaming everyone else, I think the day you start blaming yourself and learning how to like see from other people's perspective how they came to be that way is when you are really, really like maturing. I think. I don't know if I said that right, but I hope I said that right. You like talking and I like listening. Yay. Did I ever work in an office? I had a lot of marketing jobs. Communications is kind of weird where I ended up working, like, I worked at a lot of things. I tried working at like an entertainment company. I tried working at like marketing companies. I even tried like non-profit like legal organizations, like law firms and stuff. I tried a lot of things. So, I don't know. Yeah, you can go into journalism too. Our school had a really good journalism school though. So if you were into journalism, you just go into the journalism school. But yeah, journalism is something too. As you're solidly in your mid-20s, do you feel different than being in your early 20s? Oh yeah, Yeah, I do. I think in my early 20s, I was still kind of like, I don't need to be like an adult. But now that I'm like in my mid 20s, I'm definitely like, oh my god, there's so much responsibilities in life, and it's on me to like take care of myself and do it myself. You feel like an absolute sense of independence, I think, once you reach mid 20s. At least I do. At least I do. Me zoomer, me no understand you. That's fine, dude. Just like enjoy life. Seriously, just enjoy. Just try your best to like enjoy life. Dude, I feel like, well, I hope there's like nothing stuck in my gums. Taxes and healthcare. I'm only 19 and stressing. You remind me of my friend who was literally stressing out about like her future job at the age of like 13. I bet you'll be okay. I have no idea what I'm doing after college because of COVID. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of a scary time for people just because of COVID, like employment rates aren't very high right now either, right? Like I actually don't know because I haven't been trying to get a job during this time period, but I assume it's really really hard right now. Oh yeah, no problem, Anthony, dude. Just like I'm not like I'm not licensed to do anything, but if you can like learn from like my life experiences and like apply it to your own and like take it to, I don't know, take it to another progressive level, like dude, go for it. Like learn, just like learn from people. I think my dad like really drilled that in me, like you should always be like learning from people. You learn from teachers, you learn from people who are worse than you at things, you learn from everyone. So just always be learning. And that's good. But yeah, I hope I made sense about the intentions and actions thing earlier. I realized having that talk, I was like, wait, this is like something I feel like a lot of people should know, but it's hard to recognize when you're in the moment. But like you should, like for people who do wrong, like you should never excuse your actions with your intentions. Your intentions can grant you forgivenesses, but they don't excuse your behavior. You should still apologize for like doing the thing that hurt someone. And then if people are considerate enough to care, they'll forgive you for because they know your intentions. Sleep, please tell me to study. Is it quotient? You should study. You should study. Kylon, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Prison. Thanks for my Starlink. Thank you. Yeah, emotions are hard. Emotions are hard to overcome. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Jason. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. If you're supposed to be studying right now, go study. No, seriously, go study. The only time you can watch my stream and study simultaneously is when I'm playing games and you have me in the background as your like background sound while you do homework. Unneeded, thank you so much for subscribing 4 months in a row. Welcome back and thank you. You're watching me and reviewing your lectures? Can you really do both? I mean, if you can really simultaneously do that, then go for it. You're watching me while farming chests on Genshin? That's good, that's good. Oh. Dude, Genshin is so chill. I really like it. You're watching while playing Yumi? I do alt tab a lot when I'm playing Yumi. I'm not gonna lie. I'll play Phasmophobia if she wants to. I'm down, but I'm pretty bad at the game, so I feel like I'd drive her crazy. Hi. How do I balance friends and family? Friends and family. What do you mean by that? Balance friends and family? I've never had a situation where my friends and family were driving a conflict with each other. Do I have any life goals at the moment? Make more money so that I can like stabilize a career living in LA. Bro, LA is so expensive. I'm one of those guys that don't really chance things as I'm normally working, but I'll make the exception this one time. After a few of the perspectives you give on communication, being kind and a wise person is definitely difficult to realize mistakes higher. Growing and learning from your mistakes is a struggle, but well worth it to. Yeah, I agree. I think making mistakes seems really scary for the average person because they haven't been like taught while growing up that like mistakes are a part of life and it's just like about learning from them. So people are so afraid to admit their mistakes now, like in this current era, because they're like, oh, mistakes aren't actually that common. People don't really like make mistakes. Like you shouldn't make mistakes, but that's not true. Everybody makes mistakes. And it's very normal to make mistakes. It's how you learn. Like nobody's perfect. Yeah. I think fear of mistakes is very normal, but I think we should create like an environment where mistakes like are things to learn from. Guam also, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Prism. Thanks for being my Starling. Thank you. Yeah, it's how you act after. I don't judge I hardly ever judge a person for their actions. I usually like whatever they did wrong, like if what they did wrong was so messed up, I give them hell for it. Like I'm like, dude, you should not have done that. Like it's so wrong because of this and this. Like I like pin it on them that like they made a terrible mistake or like their actions hurt people, but I never like hold that over people's heads if they really are like making a change to be better. Like it's what they do afterwards that like really define the person, like actually. Like I don't think you should like, I mean like if somebody messes up to the point where you don't want to like interact with them anymore, that's fine. Like I completely understand. Like nobody's obligated. Dude, the world is so big and like so interconnected now. If somebody like bothers you and you genuinely feel like it's more negative in your life to keep this person in it than to not, you don't have to stay with them. You don't have to keep them in your life. So if their actions like hurt you to that point, I completely understand if you don't want to like have anything to do with them anymore. I'm just saying, like, for me, even when people like mess up, for me what's really, really important is how they act afterwards, how they even handle the criticism around it when I like tell them that they really messed up and stuff. Like that says more to me. That speaks volumes to me more than like making the mistake itself, because like people make mistakes because they didn't know, right? Like how can, like, they wouldn't have made that mistake if they knew. But like obviously if like a mistake is so clearly dumb and wrong, if it's so like clearly dumb and wrong, then it's kind of like sure, you don't have to like forgive them or like them or do anything with them anymore. But yeah, I don't know if I call myself a therapist. I feel like therapists get really like personal with you about stuff, specific stuff. But I do like talking about things. It's healthy to forgive, but if you don't enjoy their company, then yeah, I feel the same way. I forgive really easily. Like really easily. Do I like that? I think it's a double-edged sword. I think like forgiving people easily makes me very like it's easy for me to like get over things because I forget about stuff pretty fast. Or I try not to forget. I forgive, but I don't forget. And so like I because I easily forgive people, it's easier for me to move on from things, which is an advantage in itself. I don't dwell on things much because I forgive. That's real forgiveness, by the way. If you don't dwell on it, that's like really forgiving someone. Anyway, I don't dwell on things because I like forgive people really easily. However, I think it's like a double-edged sword because I forgive people so easily, I think people don't like really like think twice as hard when they like what's the word when they like choose to like accidentally like hurt me or stuff. Like they don't like think twice as hard, or they don't like apologize as much because they're like, oh, they know I would forgive them, kind of thing. But it's also on me because I don't make things a big deal. So like it's weird. Forgiveness is like a weird double-edged sword. I don't like dwell on things, and so I'm able to like go to sleep, move on with my day like very easily, which I think is an advantage for me. However, like it's also like not the healthiest of like an exchange, like gives and give backs. It's like not the healthiest. I think everybody needs a balance. I think everybody needs a balance in everything. You need a good balance of being forgiving and also not. Bad perfect you may have. Yeah, but that's, I think like if you forgive too much and you ended up surrounding yourself with people who want to like take advantage of that, then I do think it's on you to get yourself out of it, which sounds really bad. I know, because it's like, wait, why is it on me when they're the ones like taking advantage of me? But it's like, well, they don't know if you don't hold your ground. And if you kind of like let that happen to you and you like leave yourself in that situation, you're just gonna like let yourself sink into that like loop of unhappiness. Yeah, like don't let yourself become a doormat. Actually, one of my friends straight up told me that I was a doormat, and I think it changed my life. It was like hurtful, but it was true. And then after that, I changed. I was like, wait, you're right. I really can't be like be a doormat. It was like, ow, but true. Okay. And then I realized it's on me to like change. Because if you don't change, then you're not gonna get the respect that you actually deserve. So, yeah. Which is not the words most people want to hear if you're aka a doormat. But it's on you to not be one. It's on, I think it's on others too to not run you over and like give you a ear and like listen to what you have to say and like your feelings and stuff too. But if they aren't mature, or if they aren't actually wise or considerate enough to see that, then, and you're leaving yourself in that situation, things aren't gonna change if you leave the situations to be the same, right? And like, sure, maybe there is that like one friend of yours who is always trying to listen to your perspective. Then I think what you should do is appreciate that person, and that's about it. Like don't like leave yourself in the situation of like, don't leave yourself in the situation of being other people's like doormats and stuff, which is a really harsh term for it, but like honestly that's the term that really stuck with me. When my friend told me I'm a doormat, I was like, oh, I was like, well, I like being a doormat. She's like, no. I was like, oh. She's like, you gotta change. I was like, oh, okay. And then like I learned later after like developing self-respect that I was like, oh, you're right. Like it was wrong of me to feel that way. Cause I thought in my head, me like helping out others in a doormatty fashion was a good thing, but it wasn't. It wasn't even good for them. It wasn't good for them, and it wasn't good for me. And it was bad. It was bad. So don't do that. And then also be, well, no, because they're telling me to change for the better. You know? Being a doormat is not healthy. I promise. I promise you can be selfless and considerate without being a doormat. Also, I learned later on, me being like a doormat hurt my friends who like cared about me a lot more than it hurt me. So for the sake of my friends who cared about me a lot, I tried to stop being like a pushover. Example of being a doormat, just a pushover. Like you just get trampled on all the time, I guess. I don't know. I'm scared to confront my friends about things like that because I'm scared to push them away. I think if your friends really care about you, they will not turn you away from confrontation. They will be there to listen. And if they don't have the maturity to listen to you or show you care, I think you might need more caring friends, or ask them to be more caring if you want to, like, if you want them to grow. Like, if you want them to grow, you have to ask them to care. And if they question that, like, if they question why they should care, I don't think those are the type of people you want to be with. I think that's like the worst response of a person is when they're like, why should I care? Okay, if a person gives you the response of like, why should I care? I don't know. I don't really have an argument for that. If somebody just has an inability to care, I really don't bother with that person. I'm like, I think, yeah, I think that's just a red flag for me. I think if they have an inability to like care, I'm just kind of like, okay, like I'm sure there is some psychological or like whatever fact criteria I can give you that really like proves why you should care, but I don't have the time or the energy to think of the theory for that. And so if I can't convince you to want to care, clearly you and I are like different human beings of different needs, of different differences. So then I'm just like kind of like whatever about it. Well, I just think it's like the one thing that's like super hard to convince people. I don't know. I've never really like, when I meet someone and they're like, why should I care? I'm like, okay, bye. Bye. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. And I don't really have it in me to like even try to do that. Like I just don't. Cause I do think the problem is, or not the problem, but I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate in the fact that I have enough friends to be like, I have enough friends who care that I don't care if I meet someone and they don't care. So like I am very fortunate, I guess, in that. But you know, to get to that point, I think I've always been very okay with the idea of like, I'd rather be alone than have any fake or like have any like non-genuine relationships with people that don't like actually fulfill me. I'd rather be alone. And the way I coped with that was with games. I was like, dude, I love video games so much. I can be alone in my entire life. And then that's literally how I grew up though. When I was like 5 years old and I discovered video games, I'm like, oh my god, I love games more than people. And I was like, oh my god, I love games more than people, so I don't really care about making friends unless these friends are epic. And so I just like only made friends with friend-worthy people. You know, 5-year-old me was so clutch. Like, that's just how I grew up. So I am very fortunate. I've never felt so lonely. I've never felt so lonely that I wanted to like force a friendship with someone, because I was always like, oh, games make me feel less alone. I like games and I like manga and I like anime and I just like so many other things that make me feel like not alone, that just like I never like forced a friendship. However, I can imagine a person's situation where they like rely on someone to fulfill like to make them feel not lonely, that they sacrifice everything else. And I think those are the situations that create like toxic relationships, probably. I'm realizing now is because like there's a lot of people who are so afraid to feel alone because they feel like I'm very fortunate. I don't feel lonely very often. Or like I feel lonely but I'm like okay with it because I'm used to it. That's how I grew up. But like there are some people who can't bear to be alone because they grew up being like surrounded by people and stuff. Or something. Some sort of situation made them feel like they can't be alone and they can't stand to be alone. And so they like force themselves to keep like toxic relationships because they don't want to be alone. And so yeah, sorry, I'm just like realizing what keeps people there. But yeah, being alone is tough. It is tough. I think I'm very fortunate in the fact that, like, I don't know, when I was like growing up, I think I like, even when I had friends, I felt alone. So I like felt like I was okay with being alone. And because of that, I've always like grown up to be really picky. Like, I'm picky about who I'm surround myself with because I just like grew up to be like, oh, I'm always alone, so I'm okay with being alone. And yeah, which is weird, but like I think it's a very unintentional buff I have. It is a very, 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 very unintentional buff I have. Thank the Lord I grew up that way, I guess. But I know I'm really lucky to have grown up that way, and I think it's very normal to feel lonely and to try anything in your power to not feel lonely, or have a fear of feeling lonely and like try to not feel lonely. I think that's very normal too. So if you can't stand being alone, I'm not here to say, oh, like, don't worry, feeling lonely is like nothing. And I'm not here to say that. I'm just saying, like, I do think it sucks if you feel immense, like, cause like nobody, I don't think humans are, dude. Okay, this is really random, but the new Blackpink song, what is it called? Lovesick Girls. You know how the lyrics go, we're meant to be alone, so why are we looking for love? I thought before I read the lyrics, I thought the lyrics were we're meant to be loved, so why are we begging for love? I thought those were the lyrics when I first heard it. So when I read the actual lyrics, and the lyrics were we're meant to be alone, so why are we looking for love? I was like, oh my god, I had it like completely backwards. Because I thought the lyrics were saying we're meant to be loved, not we're meant to be alone, we're meant to be loved, so why are we begging for love? But it was, we're meant to be alone, so why are we looking for love? Anyway, sorry, that was really random. I went off on a really random tangent. But being alone, loneliness sucks. I'm not saying loneliness doesn't suck and suck it up. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I think loneliness does suck. I think loneliness is one of the worst things a person can feel. I think I'm just lucky that somewhere in my brain, I just feel less loneliness than the average person. I think I'm very, very lucky. I probably grew up with, like, I don't know, like really good family and friends. And so I don't feel much like loneliness in my brain. But like I do feel really bad for those who do, because I think feeling lonely is like, I'm sure feeling lonely is like what ultimately drives like a lot of people to do things they don't want to do, because they're so afraid of feeling lonely. Because that's how bad loneliness must feel, right? Sorry, I'm just like now kind of like learning. These are like the moments where I'm like grasping onto like realizing, oh my god, like I understand why loneliness drives people to do what they do, because loneliness must feel that bad. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry if you feel that lonely, that it has driven you to do things that you don't want to do, because that probably sucks. But also know that I think loneliness is something that feels awful, but I also think it's very solvable. And I'm not saying it's gonna change like tomorrow, but know that it's not impossible to solve. because I don't know, I just want to give you guys like hope for that. Good night, Oblivion. Like, I just want to, like, I want you guys to know that, like, loneliness isn't something that's impossible to solve. It really isn't. Like, you will find something that takes that feeling away. I swear to you. Well, whatever it is, it exists. I know it exists. There's a TED Talk about loneliness. I think it says that loneliness causes more death than... I believe it. I'm sure loneliness is like the ultimate cause of like mental struggles. Loneliness is a huge problem. Time for a Kippo ad? Oh yeah, dude, if you're looking for romance, get on Kippo. Actually, you know, Kippo is on Android now too. But yeah, that's why I don't make fun of people for like doing anything that like makes their loneliness more easy to cope with, because I do think like loneliness sucks. And like if your coping mechanisms for loneliness is bad, I mean, I think that's where like I would develop concern as a friend if your coping mechanisms for loneliness is bad or unhealthy for you. However, like I completely like understand what drives a person to have like bad coping mechanisms with loneliness, because loneliness is just like that awful of a feeling. What's Kippo? Kippo is a startup that me and my friends were working on. Well, it's out now, but we were working on, it was like a startup where we were working on like a dating app for like gamers, basically, because I mean, a lot of us just like don't find much in common with people who don't play video games, and so it's just a dating app for gamers. And it came out for Apple a while ago, and it like recently launched on Android like a couple weeks ago. Actually, it's just called Kippo. You didn't even know and you downloaded it? Yeah, no, it was like me and like 8 other people, a couple other people. We made Kippo. That's so funny that you downloaded it and you had no idea I was part of it. That's why like you see like my picture and like Kimmy's picture or like Coco's picture and like the ads, or like Kobe's picture, Sean's picture, like a couple of us. Well, it's just cause like a lot of us like I mean, I remember I downloaded Tinder back in like college, and like I tried it and I was just like, I don't want to talk to these people. I was like, why would I talk to these people? Because they look good? Like, I don't care. I just don't feel the need to talk to someone. I don't know. I was like, well, like, what can we talk about? I don't really like talking about anything but like video games. At least on Kippo, like, you got your like game commonalities, and you know what? It's like sure, if I was like an athlete, like, and let's say I love tennis, and I see someone on Tinder who loves tennis, I'd be like, oh yeah, we can talk about tennis. But I don't love tennis. I don't know how to talk about tennis. I mean, I know very little bit, but not enough to like talk to that degree. So it's like, so Kippo's nice for that. Like, I mean, I've never used dating apps really. Like I used Tinder for like 2 days before I uninstalled it in college, and then I literally started it when it was like just starting to, and then I tried like Coffee Meets Bagel my junior year in college, cause like it was like really popular amongst my Korean friends, and so I was like, oh, I'll try Coffee Meets Bagel, sure. I tried it and I was like, again, I don't know what to talk about. I don't really like feel like talking to these people. And so I just like uninstalled that too. remember like even when I made like a coffee meets bagel profile, I like made my bio something like I like Bard. I was like, I'm a Bard main because I played a lot of Bards then, and I was just like hoping somebody would talk to me about Bard. Cause like I didn't know what to talk about. Obviously like nobody like talked to me about Bard. So I was like, you know what, I'm over the whole dating app stuff. Fuck dating apps. Dude, I say the F word way too often now. But yeah, I was like, screw dating apps. But yeah, I mean, I don't avidly use dating apps now. Well, I never did. Long live, thank you so much for subscribing 14 months in a row. Welcome back, thank you. I've never used dating apps. I've been really fortunate in my life where I've been given like a lot of opportunities to meet people. And so I've never looked into dating apps, but I don't think there's any shame in using a dating app. Like, I think it's really hard for people to connect anymore. Like, especially after college, like, you're no longer joining like clubs or meeting people in classes, or it's hard to meet people in the same age group. It's hard to meet people of the same interests. Like, sure, you can meet people in like environment. You can still meet people, but it's like harder, right? And it's like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to meet more people or new people. And so, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think there's any shame in using a dating app and meeting people. I think people should date a lot. I think you guys should experience a lot of relationships. Good ones and bad ones. Good night. Wait, Pantera, are you going to sleep? Oh, you are. Good night, Pantera. No, I really think you guys should, like, go out there, meet people. Homie Chicken, thank you so much for subscribing 22 months in a row. Welcome back, thank you. Like, go and date. Like, date some people. Experience good relationships and bad relationships. Experience stuff. Dude, life is about experiences, okay? You don't want to, like, come to an end point in your life and be like, I'm sad I didn't experience this. I mean, there are certain things that you'll never experience, right? But like you're like, you have to like let go of that. But like, I mean, I still think like you guys should go and like date. go and date, experience stuff. I don't know. My last relationship emotionally numbed me. Dude, I completely understand. Getting over my first like emotionally abusive relationship was a struggle. I think I didn't talk to guys for I legitimately like didn't talk to like the male species for a year unless we were already friends. I just like I couldn't even like utter a word to a guy. it was just so bad. But you know, you get over it. You do get over it eventually. But yeah, so Kippo is a oh, dude, my boss is gonna be like, there were actually a couple of downloads today. I wonder what happened. And it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I talked about it on stream. But yeah, Kippo is a dating app for gamers that me and my friends made. And I'm not here saying it's the best thing in the world. I'm just here telling you it is another medium that you can use to meet someone. And for the like 2% girls that are in my stream, okay, not 2%, the 2 girls that are in my stream, like go for it. Like, just try, you know, just like try it out too. I said 2%, but I took it back. I mean the 2 girls that are in my stream. Like, go and try out the app. Kippo. It's a dating app for people who play video games. And if it's not in your country, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that's being done in the works right now. Majin, thank you so much for subscribing to Twitch. Go to the star prison. Thanks for being my Starly. Why are my eyes red? Actually, my eyes are really weak, and they're red very often if they look reddish. Actually, my optometrist told me when I was like younger that my eyes are really abnormally dry compared to the average human being. Actually, I've been told two things from like from doctors. I have an abnormally small nasal passageway, and I have an abnormally dry eyes. And so, like, I don't know. I've been told two things from doctors about abnormalities of my body, and those are my two. I have like drier eyes than most people, probably why my eyesight is so bad. And then my nasal passageway is so small that like the doctor suggested I get like surgery to like make my nasal passageway larger. Oh my god, we're doing a gender poll. Honestly, if I get 10 girls, I'll just be happy. Speaking as an optometrist, use preservative-free dry eyes. Wait, what does that even mean? But yeah, I failed the genetic lottery. Okay, you guys are really getting excited about the amount of girls, but like, can you guys listen to me for 1 second? Okay, fine, just whatever. Just like watch the gender poll. I'll just wait until the gender poll is done. People are so excited. They're like, oh my god, there's more girls in this chat than they thought. No, but seriously, I mean, the female population of my chat used to be 3%, so if there's anything higher than that, I'll be so happy. Oh my god, there's actually 12% girls. Okay, you better not be lying. If you're a guy and you pulled girl just because, I'll slap you. Wait, how many was there? Oh my god, we beat 3%. Oh my god, progress. Progress. Okay, 46 girls is amazing. I'm happy with that. You guys in chat better treat those 46 girls like queens. I'm just saying. If I see any of you be mean to any of those girls, I'll legit like slap you out of my chat. Don't scare the girls away. All the girls are queens. I'm just saying. Dude, look at everyone just like ready to like serve it. Ready to serve. I'm glad. Okay, anyway, but yeah, dude, I failed the genetic lottery. Axe David, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. I really appreciate it. If you got gifted a sub from David, make sure to add them and thank them. Yeah, I failed the genetic lottery. I'm the shortest in my Okay, let's go. I'm the shortest in my family. I have the worst eyesight in my family. I have an abnormally small nasal passageway. I also have a trash digestive system. So I've probably got more food poisoning than you guys have in your entire lives. Yeah. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $1 donation. But yeah. Guys, I've been strapped to an IV so many times in my life because my body is just a failure. Oh, but it's whatever. Well, I mean, dude, just anything RNG based, I've failed in. RNG has never blessed me. Okay, I thought I had a bad digestive system until you mentioned the IV. No, dude, I have a really bad digestive system. I have such a bad digestive system that I had to drink cactus juice for a week to fix it. Cav, thank you so much for cheering 100 bits. Thank you. But all that bad RNG gave you the best chat possible. True. Yeah, it wasn't like aloe or anything. It was like cactus juice. I went to go see like a nutritionist because my stomach was just like imploding. We didn't know why. And like the doctor, I mean, we didn't go to a doctor. We went to like a nutritionist about it. And I like stopped eating certain foods and I drank like cactus juice and like, I don't know, I did like a lot of things. Got a little better. Actually, my stomach's a lot better now. The one thing that changed, the things that my body has changed is my skin is no longer super sensitive. It used to be really sensitive. And my digestive system isn't like too terrible anymore. Both have improved. My skin used to be so sensitive. Like anything on it would make my skin just like red and just dry and bad. Dark Sonic, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Prison. Thanks for being my starling. Thank you. Endless, thank you so much. Is your name Endless like wontons technically? I've always been reading your name as like swantons, I think. Endless, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Prison. Thanks for being my starling. Thank you. Anyway, I want to be a star. Yeah, you a star now. What was I saying? I rolled good alcohol tolerance. No, I built up my alcohol tolerance. I did not roll my alcohol tolerance. I built up my alcohol tolerance. I drank so much. I built that up. Dude. I didn't roll into good alcohol tolerance. Sarah, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Prison. Thanks for being my starling. Thank you. The one thing I did roll into is a strong conscious. My conscious is really strong. I think that's what got me to build up my alcohol tolerance. I have a really strong conscious. You know, like people are drunk and they're like, ah, da, 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 da. I'm like drunk and I'm so focused. I'm like I don't know, it's like a mini game to me. Like I'm like really drunk in my head, but I'm like doing everything in my ability to focus. So like, yeah, I think that's just how I built up my alcohol tolerance. What's the most I can drink? I don't know. Last time I drank was for Jody's birthday, and I drank 2 bottles of soju on stream, and I was kind of drunk. I was kind of drunk that day. I was pretty drunk that day. I was drunk. So maybe if I chug 2 bottles of soju, I'll be drunk. Thanks, doll. That's very sweet. But yeah. Dude, my eyesight is so bad. I don't think you guys understand how bad my eyesight is. I am -7 in this eye. My left eye. I just realized my webcam isn't mirrored. No wonder why you guys are so confused. Anyway, I'm -7 in my left eye. I'm -6.5 in my right eye. So people who are like complaining to me that they're blind because they're negative like 3 or 4, I'm like, you're joking. Dude, I'm negative. I mean, there's people who have worse eyesight than me, to be fair, but I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad. Yeah, I wear contact lenses, just like the clear lenses. But I really want laser eye surgery, so I don't have to wear like contact lenses anymore. You made me feel better. Yeah, for those of you guys who are like afraid of becoming blind because you're negative like 2, don't even sweat it, dude. I'm -7 and I'm not pampered life. And not living the... I'm out. Dude, I hate talking about income because when I talk about income, it's like baity to people, and then like people like feel the need to like sub and donate more, and I really don't like that. So I won't talk about income, but yeah. I mean, I kind of just inadvertently did, but it's fine. It's whatever. I mean, like I can't like not say that. But yeah. Anyway. I'm probably gonna go and play some Valorant. I think I'm gonna go do it off stream because, well, we had a just chatting stream today, and just chatting streams, as you know, are a big moment for me. So that's it for me today. And I know there's gonna be so many sad people because I streamed at such a weird time. It wasn't really a fitting time for NA, and it wasn't really a fitting time for EU even. I hope I like streamed at a time that's fitting for some region at least. Anyway, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people in the VOD squad for this one. Dude, I need to like title my just chatting streams, because I know people like these, but they don't know when they happen. And I realize I stream so randomly at weird times. Like, how are, yeah, they're gonna like look back and like see the title of my stream and be like, oh, it's called E? Like, what does she do? Like, does she play Slay the Spire? Does she do a just chatting stream? What does she do? I like literally titled it E. I titled it E because I didn't want to title it A, and I don't want to title it I like strawberries and banana. I like strawberry and banana. Like, that's why I titled it E. Anyway, yeah, actually, Subak, highlighting them might be good, because like I feel bad because people hate missing these, and I just don't even label them, and I feel really bad. But yeah, for those of you guys who never saw this side of me, I'm glad you guys got to see this side of me. Now you know why people stick around my super silent Slay the Spire streams. I know so many people who come to my stream and they're like, why do you guys watch this streamer? She doesn't say a word. And it's true, I don't like say a word when I play games. And they're just like, they're so confused. They're like, I don't get it. Why are there so many people here who are just like watching this person not say a single word? Like, they don't even like explain their gameplay. Like, why are you all here? And then I do one of these and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, this is why. This is why you guys are here. I mean, it's true. Like, who here thought that? Like, you guys came and you're like, oh, I wonder what game Selena's streaming today. And then I just ended up talking for 2-3 hours, and they're like, oh, I didn't know you could talk. Oh, I didn't even know you had a brain beyond games. And they're like, oh my god, this girl has like an actual brain beyond games. And they're like, oh my god, she can actually talk. And then they're like, oh, wow. Oh, okay. This is so weird. I didn't like sign up for this. Crazy Punk, thank you so much for subscribing 3 months in a row. Welcome back. Thank you. No, it's so funny. They're like, they're legitimately like, yeah, I didn't know this stream came with that. I just wanted to watch another Slay the Spire stream, or I just wanted to watch more Valorant gameplay. And they're like, oh, we got like a life talk. That's so weird. But yeah. Yeah, when I play games, chat does talk amongst themselves. It's true. I'm very appreciative of that too, by the way. I'm really glad you guys are all like capable enough to like talk to each other and make conversations with each other and make conversations with newcomers too. Yep. Oh, and Monster Hunter World. I know. I see what I mean. I like bait a lot of people. Cheek, thank you so much for subscribing 10 months in a row. Welcome back. Thank you. I bait so many of the Monster Hunter World community. Like, they come to my stream and they're like, oh my god, you're a Monster Hunter World streamer. Oh my god, there's actually a new Monster Hunter World streamer. You never see those. And they come to my stream and they're like, oh my god, she doesn't play Monster Hunter World that frequently. And they cry and they wait and they cry and they wait and they cry and they wait. But it happens. You know, at least you guys aren't like Andy, who's been waiting for a Smash stream since the one Smash stream I've had. The one Super Smash stream I've had. And I don't even think he was here for that one. And Andy's been asking me to play Super Smash since that Smash stream. I don't even think he was here for that one. And so, like, I'm just telling you guys, like, I will... Oh, yeah, and there's, like, FIFA, where Casey literally bought me FIFA. Zhangjie, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Star Person. Thanks for being my Starling. Thank you. Yeah, and there's also FIFA. Like, Casey literally bought me FIFA, and I haven't played it. So, you know, like, don't feel too bad about... For those of you guys who are here from Monster Hunter World, don't even feel bad. I played Super Smash once on stream, and Andy has been asking me to play Super Smash forever. Since, like, last year, 2 years ago. Last year, January. I don't even remember. 2 years ago, January. Anyway, yeah. So, if I bait you guys into thinking I'm playing a game... I'm sorry, I like play games on a whim. Like, why did I play Slay the Spire yesterday? I don't know. Like, why? I don't know, I felt like it. I just do what I feel like. That's just how I am. No, I haven't tried Fatalis. Thank you for the live talk. Oh my god, no problem. No problem. No problems, yeah. I'm happy to do them for you. I really am. I wish I could live talk all the time, guys, but I just can't. I mean, that's why they're live talks, right? They're not supposed to be easy to, like, and they're not supposed to be easy to receive either. So, yeah. Anyway, I tune into every stream hoping it's a just chatting stream. Okay, but 420, I've literally seen you in, like, every single stream of mine. So, you have to like some of the gameplay because I see you all the time. So I know you're not only here for just chatting because I see you literally all the time. So if you came here for just chatting and I baited you into gameplay, I've won in that sense too. Ow, my gums are hurting more. I think it's like how much I talk. I'll probably like end stream, take a painkiller and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. So yeah, I was happy to do this just chatting stream for you guys. It's been a while since I've done one, I know, but happy to do them for you. Very, very, very happy to do them for you. Oh, yo, I can send you guys from me just chatting to Jamie just chatting. You want that? Let's do that. That's a nice transition. Oh, she looks so cute. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs and the resubs and the gifted subs and the bits. I really appreciate you guys. For those of you guys who saw like a new side of me, I hope you liked it. If you didn't, that's fine. We can go back to Valorant soon. Don't worry. We'll go back to Valorant, like me not talking and just playing games very quickly. But yeah, thanks. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good time. Bye everybody. Thanks for watching.